Hi, I'm JD. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe. Please hit like, and we're going to look at this very old pocket watch that I have here today. So it's been a while since I've made a video. I've been away, so I'm back away for a couple days, not that long. Anyway, this is a size 18 pocket watch. It's got really interesting work in the front. I'm not sure if anybody out there understands what this means, but it would be really nice to understand that. It looks like a dagger of some sort going through a board. I don't know, but it's quite the decoration. On the back, it's got an area here where someone could put their initials. The initials aren't there, obviously, but it's got some flowers and plants and on the side, so very well decorated. And this is hinged on the side. This is an odd thing. So when I push the let me see, if I open this up from the front here, I just gotta press it and then grab it and pull it open. There we go. So it is missing the crystal. So this is an Elgin National Watch Company pocket watch. It is missing the crystal. So it's got some kind of, oh, there's a hand in here. Oh my God. So it's got a hand right in there. There we go there. That is the minute hand for the watch. I'm just going to put that aside here so I don't lose it. The second hand is in there, not operating. And the dial is actually in pretty good condition. And I'm not sure if there's any writing on it. Well, there you go. It says coin, which is coin silver. American Watch Company. So that's American Waltham Watch Company. So the case is a Waltham, I believe. American Waltham Watch Company. Coin silver case. It's got a number on it. Probably difficult to look that number up. This watch is old, and it's lever set. So this is odd to find a lever set watch. Size 18. This is old. I believe this is an 1885 pocket watch. I'm going to bring the data up on this watch in a few seconds, but it's 1885, lever set, not operating. So let me just close this up. The hinge, it seems to be okay, but it seems to be a little bit difficult to close the door here. So I'm not sure whether there was supposed to be a bounce on this or not, or whether the spring is on the wrong side of the hinge, or what it is, but it seems to have a little bit of a bounce on it. So I'll check that out. Now, if you look at the back of the watch, is even more interesting. It's hinged on the side. So it's hinged in the inverted, this would be the 11 o'clock position, I guess, if you flipped it the other way. So it's hinged on the side, which is kind of odd. And let me just get myself a case opener here for a second. I use a decent case opener here. It's not my best case opener, but this one's not too bad. And just get inside here and just get that case open there. So there we go. So that's the inside of the case. It looks to be silver as well. And there's markings on it. There's a ton of scratches and marks on the inside. So I don't think these were repair marks. They don't make any sense to be repair marks. It looks like yeah, I think there's one repair mark at the top here. And I don't know what the rest of these marks were. So it's just they're odd. And there's a case number there, I think 9960. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I may send some pictures out to the folks in the watch world and get some information on this, but it just looks like it's been beat up. You can see the fingerprints on the inside from the past watchmakers. So those could be fingerprints from the 1800s, because I believe this is an 1885 pocket watch. And the side opening hinge is kind of cool. So I think that is neat. Now let me just open the watch here. If I can slip my knife in the side here and just carefully open that up. And there we go. And are there any markings on the inside? Yes, there are. There's a few. I'll have to look into this. Yeah. That's 060 3, I think, on the bottom. Again, not sure what the markings mean on this particular watch, but very nice. And the watch itself is in pretty good condition. It's an Elgin National pocket watch. The serial number here, I'm going to look this up in 2 seconds, but it's 1634. What the heck is it? Let me get close in the camera, see if it'll focus for me. 1634324. 1634324. 1634324. Should I write that down? Probably. Anyway, I'll look that up. Anyway, it's got a nice regulator on it here. Regulator arm. The balance seems to be intact, which is nice. It's unusual to get an old watch like this with a good balance, but I'm hoping that balance stays intact. This watch will not wind, so I'm thinking that the mainspring is broken and it's just turning the arbor, so nothing's happening. And I'm going to check the mainspring out once I strip this thing down. And it's got nice blued screws on it here. And it is a gold filled. I don't think the plate is gold filled. That would be a brass, I believe. Not copper, but brass plates. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is. And there's nice decoration on the balance. The balance cock here has nice decoration on it, and the jewels. Not sure what condition the jewels are in, but this is an 11 jewel watch. Let me get the date on this so you can see what it is right now. Alrighty then, folks. I'm going to relax here for a second. This is a grade 82. It's a GM Wheeler pocket watch, so I'm going to have to look up what that means. Mixed run, it says 13 jewel and 15 jewel movements. So I think this one is a 13 jewel, like it says there. Mixed run. I said 11, I think, but I meant 13. Can I be wrong? Sure. So Elgin is the company. Serial number was right. Grade 82. GM Wheeler is the variation. I'm not sure what that means. I may have to do a little research. Model 3, Class 4. So produced in 1885. Oh my God, that's old. That is one friggin' old pocket watch. 10,000 for this particular run. 6 of 65 grade model run. Total production 155,000. That's not a lot back when they were making millions of them, but back in 1885 maybe that was a lot. Variant estimated production 25,000 for this particular variant, the Wheeler variant, as it says there. Size 18S, screw set, the jeweling. It's in a hunting configuration, and you are correct. It is a gilt finish on the movement, which is nice. It is lever set, which is kind of odd, but there you go. If I go down a bit, Moseley regulator, Moseley regulator. You just look at the words and try to pronounce them. Moseley regulator. Not adjusted, not railroad. U.S. patent number, there it is there. Various case, blah, blah. Elgin serial number list. And I think I could probably look up the value of this watch. I'm not sure what it would be, but for the individual I'm repairing it for, it's of great value because it goes back in their heritage. And they gave me the original box that came in. It was just a cardboard box. And I'll just say it was Mr. Paul, P-A-U-L maybe? Yeah, it was Paul. His last name was Paul, and that was his watch. And it goes back probably the great-great-grandfather of an individual that I know. And this lady gave it to me, and it's a great-great-grandfather's watch. So see what the value is just for the halibut, just for the heck of it. All right, as you can see, the pocket watch values have been going up, which is nice, right? You can see the value of these things are rising, but they're still not a high value. Retail between $240 and $320, but really they had a dip in March, April, May, June, and they're going up again probably pre-Christmas. People are trying to get gifts and that sort of thing. So, and you'd think it'd be worth a bit more, but I think it's because of the case type, coin silver case, and it's not a super high-end movement, but it's a nice watch, and it's a beast, which I like. I like these old ones that are great. So in working condition, value it. You could sell it probably for $300, which is not bad. But to this individual, this was their great-great-grandfather's pocket watch, and we really want to get it going again, right? This is the intent of doing repairs on this watch, especially for me. I call it repairing memories or fixing memories, and I like to do that for people. So I will probably not charge her what I would normally charge, because she's an acquaintance of mine. And hopefully this won't be a difficult watch to repair. It does need a mainspring. It needs cleaning. It needs an hour hand. It looks like I've got the minute hand, but there is no hour hand. So you could assume you don't know the hour and we'll just watch the minutes go around and around. All right. And I just clicked on it. Shows you some things that are for sale on eBay. And this is a similar watch, and it's on sale on eBay. And this $249 is what it is right now. So a little higher than what the estimated value was. And the gentleman who's selling it has got dirty hands. Let me scroll through some of the photos. There we go. And this is the one on eBay. And it's nice. That's a nice clamshell kind of design on this one here. Yeah, it's a beautiful watch. This is another beast, but this is not, it doesn't have the hinge on the side like the one I have here, which I think is really unique on it, by the way. And what else? I think that's all he's got here. It's got the crystal, which is a nice thing to have. I think I've got the bezel on the watch I'm looking at right now, but not the crystal. So there you go. So that's the one that's on sale on eBay. So a little bit of research online tells me that this GM Wheeler guy was the secretary of the National Watch Company during its organization and afterward. And there's an article here I'm tempted to click on. And there's the ugly truth. I'm not sure if I should read this for you, but it looks as though the company's organization included the president, who is B.W. Raymond, and you've seen the Raymond pocket watches. I've seen the B.W. Raymonds are well sought after. The secretary of the company was G.M. Wheeler. There's the guy there, or Weller, Weller, Chicago. So they named these models or brands after the executive of the watch company, because the Raymonds, B.W. Raymond watches are sought after. I have a few, I think, in my collection. So there's the information. I'll just pause. You can just pause and read it yourself. But he was part of I believe this is the National Watch Company. Let me read this really quick while I'm boring you here. Talent employees of the old Waltham Company to bring them out there. Founded capital city located factory. Best place. Elgin, farthest people of town. Extent of their acres. I'm reading really fast. I'm trying to read this thing super fast. There's Moseley under the Mr. Moseley direction. So that's the regulator on that pocket watch was a Moseley regulator. So all these dudes tend to take the names. The watch names were named after these guys. And it's not saying the watch company, but I'm pretty sure it's the National Watch Company. So he may have ended up becoming the Elgin Watch Company, but you can confirm with that with me later, and I'll do a little bit of research on this later. But you've got the serial number of the watch. Look it up. You can tell me. But the general superintendent was Moseley, and that's the regulator on the watch. The brand was a GM Wheeler or Weller, and that's the watch itself. And the president was Raymond. It's not a Raymond. So these guys name their watches after them. Very cool. There's no J.D. Richard anything out there, I don't think. I did make a guitar once, so I have that named after me. Anyway, that's that for research, but you can look it up and find out a bit more about this watch. But this is pretty cool. So back to the watch again. So as I said before, this regulator is a Moseley regulator. Again, I may have the pronunciation wrong here. And it is an Elgin watch company watch. By the way, up in Canada we call it Elgin. They have up in Ottawa, where I live, there's the Elgin Street is pretty familiar, or pretty famous. They don't call it Elgin. They have an Elgin hotel, a Lord Elgin, who was a British royalty, Lord Elgin, and it's not Elgin. I was corrected by the Americans who call it Elgin. So you guys can figure out whether it's Elgin or Elgin and argue with each other. But Elgin National Watch Company is what it says up here, right? So the National Watch Company probably turned into Elgin National Watch Company when they moved the plant to the city of Elgin, or Elgin, as it said in that article. So it was a National Watch Company, but in Elgin, so it became Elgin. Cool. So that's this watch. So I'm going to strip this down, and I'm going to get it working again. It is a gorgeous old pocket watch. It is heavy. I love the side hinge here. By the way, that is pretty cool. You can give me your feeling about that if you've got any of these type hinges on a pocket watch. I'm going to have to hunt. It has the bezel, thank God. So the bezel's here on the side, and I'm going to hunt for the crystal. There are no cracks that I can see on the face, which is really cool, because an old watch from 1885 with no cracks on the face is pretty amazing. And it has a second hand, which is also really good, because those little buggers are hard to find. I think I'll probably be able to find an hour hand, and actually I've got an Elgin supply box. You probably saw it before. It was a parts repair box, and I have hands in there that are Elgin hands, so there's probably a fit in there in my hands. So that's it. So I'm JD. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I've put a lot of shorts on lately that are kind of crazy, but I'm getting a lot of subscribers on the shorts, and I think the shorts will bleed into the watch work. So they'll see that I do watch repair and stuff, and get more involved in the watch stuff. So there you go. Again, thanks for tuning into my channel, and I'm going to be working on this tomorrow, and I'll tape it, and I'll make sure the individual who owns this watch gets the YouTube link for the video I'm making. So thanks a lot. There we go. Beautiful watch.